Crypto moves in seconds. Miss the pump, lose forever. BitProfits never sleeps.
With thousands of members winning daily.
While you hesitate, we profit. Join the elite now.
All right, guys, welcome back to BitProfits. Today is Monday, December 15th. We have another very special episode for you guys today. Today we're gonna start with some TA, technical analysis, do some top-down analysis. But as we are approaching the new year, right, and everybody's thinking about their New Year's resolutions and goal setting and planning, we're gonna do it together as traders. We're gonna start. We want to get off 2026 to a good start. And I believe one of my personal life mottos is if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. So let's jump in right now. We're looking at the chart. We have Bitcoin. Let's jump out to the 4-hour. Let's start with the 4-hour. We can see we had this massive drop from it rejected 89K. You see that this was a previous resistance level here. We were in this downtrend, right? We were in the downtrend. This was the first test of it here. We couldn't break it with volume, right? It retraced, it tried it again. It tried to break it here. It never closed above it. It closed here. It closed here. This candle opened here, and it wicked up, could never close over that level. So this was the decisive candle here. It tried it one last time. It could never really break it with volume. So guess what? We're going down. And a lot of times they always say like the 3-touch rule. So we had 1, 2, 3, and it couldn't break it in 3 touches. So now it's rejecting it. So that's we see that a lot in trading. Like they call it the 3-touch rule. So we rejected the 89K level. This is really where you enter your short position. We break and hold with volume. Look at this increasing volume here. We break 88K with increasing volume. And that's a very definitive candle there. So once you see this, it's like, yeah, I'm going short. There's really no need. There's really no reason to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go long. And now you start to see at this 85,274, you see we have support here. You see that we're oversold on the RSI. We're at 30 RSI here. So this is a really nice, I like trades where you have a clear entry. You have a clear entry, you have a clear stop loss, and you have a clear take profit. So this is one of this trade idea, if you want to play the bounce, kind of meets that criteria. I'm not saying that you should, but it definitely meets the criteria. You have a clear entry, like you can see that we tested this as support. We tested it here. I guess you can consider this as a retest here. And so we had a retest of this support. We're starting to kind of trickle our way back up, crawl our way back up. So you have a clear entry. You have a clear stop loss here. You can put your stop just underneath this level at the swing low. And then this will, you'll just work your way up till this will be your first TP. This should be a TP2 where it's been rejecting from. So if I was to use a measurement tool, I have a very tight stop. It's a little over, it's not even up to 1%, about 0.7%. My first TP is like 3%, right? And then my TP2 is about 4.75%. So that's more than enough to beat some of y'all challenges. Everybody's asking, help me beat the challenges. Help me beat the challenges. That trade idea is more than enough to beat your challenges. And if for whatever this does not hold that support, and you see how we were selling off, and you see the volume increasing. Now as we build, we kind of just gather, it consolidates, it builds momentum for that next move. If it was to break this level, just go short. Just go short. Just go with the trend, go short. This support level failed, and it's probably going to keep going down. And if I have to jump out here to the daily to see where that next level will be, I might even have to jump out to the weekly. But yeah, it might go back down to 83K. It bounced to 83K before. Here, it bounced to 83K. So if it cannot hold this 85 level, it probably will go down to 83. So if it can, for whatever reason, if it cannot hold this level, just go short. And we see the same thing on the 1-hour. You can kind of see it a lot better on the 1-hour. See how we were just super oversold. We're probably at like 10 RSI here. We're going down. We had our MA cross. What does that signal? The trend strong. That's like a change of trend, right? So here we were going up. Now we see a break with increasing volume. We see our MA cross. Like this is where you enter on this candle here. You want to be entering your short positions and just ride it. Now we're consolidating, building up momentum for the next move. And yeah, I really like this trade idea here. I would want to see, remember, we take RSI crossing up. We want to see it crossing up. So we still have some more, maybe some more consolidating to do. But I definitely like this trade idea for a bounce when we cross over 30 RSI. And yeah, clear stop loss, put it right here under swing low, and my TP is just clear. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Any community coins you guys want to look at?
Check out ETH.
ETH? Yeah. Yeah. ETH is another one. I don't even know when I charted these levels on ETH, but we see the same thing on ETH. We see it very cleanly here on the 1 hour. It just like Bitcoin, it was breaking through all these levels. It broke this level here, broke this level here. Once we have a break and hold, right? You want to enter, and we had a retest here. You want to enter on this retest, play the short. We see it break clean, just clean breaks through all the support levels. Clean break. So yeah, clean break, clean break, clean break, a break and hold. That's a sign of just a strong trend. When you see it break through a level, like if support is supposed to be supporting and it's not supporting, that'll tell you it's like a strong downtrend, right? Support is supposed to support and hold up the price. If it's not supporting and it's not holding up the price, that's a sign like, okay, this is a strong downtrend. We had confirmation with our MA cross. So yeah, this was a nice clean move. Well, how big was the sell off on ETH? Yeah, 7%. Yeah. So nice clean downtrend. Now we start to see it consolidating, right? It's in a channel. It's in a channel. So there's multiple ways to play this. You could try to play these bounces and rejections off of this channel, or you can just wait for it to build and gather this momentum and play the breakout or the breakdown. But just anticipate like, okay, it's coming. And when it breaks out, so when we say wait for confirmation, that's what we mean. You guys see the levels here on ETH, 29.58, 29.58, 29.26. So it's in a pretty tight range, right? You can clearly see that. It's in a tight range. As we break out of this range, enter your longs. If we break down, enter your shorts and just go with the trend. Set a clear stop loss at the swing low. Right underneath the swing low will be your stop. And your take profit, you just take profit on the way up. If you think like and mind you, we're on the 1 hour. You see that we're not super oversold, but you see we're at 30 RSI you see we're at 30 RSI on the 1 hour. So we are oversold. So more than likely we'll get a bounce, but how strong would that bounce be? And that would determine is like if you add to the position, that would determine if you just take profits along the way up, because this will be your take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. You just take profits on the way up, you know. You might start with 2 10K positions. You might sell 5K here, 5K here, 5K here, and be completely out by here. So that's the way to play ETH right there.
Appreciate it.
Any thoughts on that?
Nah, spot on.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I see on ETH. And then let me jump down to the 5-minute and see if we are getting any. Yeah, okay. And yeah, see, it's in this channel. Yeah, you can play the channel. What I'm checking for is to see, are we getting super overbought? Because if we're getting super overbought, you can short the 70 RSI on the 5-minute. And when we get down here, when we get a 30 RSI and we're at support, buy longs and just play the range. That's how you could play that range. But yeah, I would if you're a new trader, I would just wait for confirmation, wait for a breakout. Hopefully volume increases, we break out of this channel, and that would be more definitive than just because this can get really choppy. It's in this really tight range. So you can just wait for confirmation, break out of that channel. Any other community coins?
You take a look at BONK, man.
I was waiting for it. Gotta stick to your bread and butter. I was waiting for it. All right, let's jump to the 4 hour on BONK. And see, you guys see why we always start with Bitcoin, because everything is following Bitcoin's pattern. BONK went down, literally went down right to the, and like I said, I don't even know when I have these levels charted, but it literally went right to this support and then got bought up. Look at the volume increasing here when it got to this level. We get these big big volume bars. So it went right to it and then started to get bought up. But yeah, that's a 4 hour. Let me see. Did it ever? I'm trying to see. Okay. Because I'm like, dang, when did it get to that level before? But that's an area of support because look at here. This was back in November. It went right to this level before as well and acted as support. Because I'm like, dang, when did I have this level charted? But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of plotting your support and resistance, guys. Like once you do it and you're trading the same ticker and the same token, you don't really have to go and adjust them. I literally, like, I'm looking at November and I see that my support is still valid. My support is still valid from BONK. I haven't traded BONK in a while, but we see that it acted as support prior, that same level, that 844 level. Now, if we come to today, we see it's still respecting that same 844 level. It's still it literally went right to that level and got bought up. Like that's how crazy it is, right? So let me jump down to the 1 hour, see what I see on the 1 hour. But yeah, we see the kind of the same pattern. Wick down to support. We start to see consolidation, right? We're seeing consolidation. We're start to see BONK is already kind of making the move. We've seen the RSI kind of come up. I would like to see the volume increase. Like, look at this volume. So I don't really like this. I want to see volume picking up for longs, right? I don't want to see this really low volume, but it is acting as support. So, like I said before, I like a trade idea where you have a clear entry, you have a clear stop loss, and you have clear take profits. So that's what I like about this is that you have an entry. It's already reclaiming the moving average here. Is probably going to reclaim VWAP within the next couple hours. But you have a clear stop, so you could just put your stop loss just underneath this support level and just play along here. And if it breaks down through support, just go short. Yeah, 5 minute. 5 minute. Yeah, we just see a consolidation now. Yeah, today could be, and then you never know when the bounce is gonna come. But if it happens overnight, it's like you can miss the move. And that's why I said, like, I would take my entry, set my stop, and then just try to catch the move. If it wicks down, cool, no problem. I lose. Let me see at its current price. See, that is a pretty wide stop on BONK. Yeah, about 2%. And that'll probably take you out. But you probably have to size down. You probably have to size down. But yeah, it's I would play it. I would play it, but I would just be super conservative with my sizing. Maybe instead of doing like my 210K starter size, maybe I do like a 5K and then add on the way up as RSI starts to increase, or wait for a pullback and add on a pullback. But yeah, what we're seeing is just consolidation. This is the hourly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of consolidation holding support. Right, holding support. So that's what I see on BONK.